Alright, so welcome to Heroic Academy. This is a quick video to shake a project of one of my students. He's actually learning mobile app development, but the way I do it, I start by introducing HTML, CSS, and JavaScript before I move into the mobile app course. Okay, so he was able to build something like this. I want me to go through it for him. So let me quickly start. I listed what you are going to consider in your project. Okay, yes. The first one is site content and organization. Always use model. Always model existing template. Let me explain this. Whenever you want to build any website or any application, you have to make sure that you are modeling existing, especially as a beginner. As a beginner, you have to make sure that you are modeling existing project. So you look for a project that looks like the one you want to build. For example, if you want to build an online shop, you look for a professional online shop and look at the way it's organized. Okay, then it will give you your inspiration, insight into what you want to build and how you are going to organize your own. Because as a beginner, you are still not or experienced enough to know how to structure your project. You understand? So you need already structured and organized project. Okay, you follow the pattern to build yours. But looking at what you built here, you didn't follow any pattern. You had a design in your mind and you built it. It's still okay as a beginner. But let me show you. Anytime you want to build something, a website, for example, because this is actually a website, even though you're learning mobile application. You just go to visit this website, htmlcodex.com. This is where you see HTML website templates. If I type, let's say, online shop now, online shop, it will show me. Do you see all these are different templates? Anyone you want to use, just click on it. When you click on it, you see details of it. You can go down here to preview it, live preview, for you to see how it is. Do you see how it is now? You can now follow this structure, this organization. If you like this, the way it's organized, you can now start building something similar to this. Looking at this, then you start building yours. So this becomes an organized project for you. Okay, kind of a model. You are modeling to build yours. I hope that makes sense to you. Good. So this will give you a kind of an organization of how to build your project. So that's it. That's it. Then the next thing here is the content of your site. Let's go back to your site. Career guidance mobile service. Your sure platform for excellence career guidance. I think the content is clear. I would have said that I would have talked about it as in when you are building a project, make sure that once someone opens that project and at a glance, the person will know exactly what that project is about, but you took care of it. So when I open the project immediately, I already know what this project is about, and that's quite great. Okay, for example, if you go to my website, my academy website, let's scroll to the top. So you see Heroic Universal Academy. Okay, best platform for learning mobile app development, graphic design, web development, and all. Then here also talk about it. So once someone opens this, the person already knows what this site is about. This is important. Okay, very good. You took care of it, and I appreciate it. Then the next one is, sorry, not this one. The next one is color scheme. Color scheme, yeah. Before you start building a project, you have to think about the color scheme you want to use. Maybe if you're building it for a client, ask the client their brand color. Okay, every business should have a brand color. Okay, for example, if you look at my website, you see that my brand color is dark red, isn't it? With white. Okay, and this orange. That's my brand color. Everything you see me do, you see that I'm using I'm using stuff similar to this color. Even my flyers, the flyer that you see that I design, I'm using color that are related to this brown color. So you have to ask the client their brown color, okay? So that you use the brown color to do the whole work. Okay, but for your own, you also you made use of a color that are related, because this color is related to this pale yellow, also related to this, also okay, this and this are the same thing. So you actually made good use of brown color, which I actually appreciate. So you didn't use so many color. What some people do, some new beginners, what they do is they sometimes they make mistakes of using lots of colors, which is not advised. Don't use lots of colors. Use a brown color and white, maybe with other one more color. For example, this one. And let me explain to you how to use the brown color. Let's see if someone tells you that his brown color is blue, for example. What you are going to do is this: if you, while working, you go to HTML color picker. Color picker. From here now, you get that color. Let's say the color is blue. This blue color. Let's say dark blue like this. Maybe if this is the color, I have to make sure that this. Just make sure you got the color. Send to the person. Once the person confirms that this is the color, then you can use this blue and the lighter part of the blue. Okay, this blue will form greater percentage of the structure of the website. For example, you see this color, that's the dominant color in my brown color. See that it forms greater part of the website. You understand? If you come down, you see it also here. Then white, we also form, most times white can form the kind of background color. Why this brown color will become the foreground, and that is what we are seeing here, right? So I'm just kind of giving you insight into how to combine, how to use brown colors to build your project. So another thing is then you are going to use the lighter part of the color to build stuff like other components like buttons, icons, and all. Okay, for example, you see these buttons. See that I use this orange color. This orange color is actually a lighter part of this. You understand? This orange color, you know, orange is gotten from red, and this is dark red. You understand me? When you mix red and yellow, you get orange, isn't it? And that is what we get here. So we can use this. So if you are working with blue, maybe let me open another website that I built for a client. Let me use it to show you another, because he actually used blue for his brown color. So let me see. So you see this one now? So this is an online shop I built for a client. Okay, so this client made use of blue. This blue is the brown color, and you see how I use the lighter part of it. Okay, do you see that? You see this icon? I use the lighter blue for the icons. You see these ones? You see the buttons? That's the point I'm trying to make here. You see everything? Very good. So you do with this, you make good use of your brown color, and makes the site, once someone visits the site, person immediately knows that this is your site. If the person has been seeing your posts on social media that you have been posting with your brown color or your flyers, once the person visits your site, the person immediately connect to your site, because he will immediately know that, okay, this is a site. This site owns the flyer I've been seeing, or owns the video I've been seeing. Okay, for example, if you visit MTN site, once you open it, you don't need anybody to tell you that this is MTN, because they use their brown color to build it. So that's the point I'm trying to make there. Okay, so that settles it for the brown color there. Then the next one here is the uniform padding. I mean, for color scheme, Okay, that's set using for color scheme. Okay, then the next one is the uniform padding. Then the uniform padding is when you are using once you start building an application, you want to use a padding. Make sure that padding is uniform for all. For example, the padding here supposed to be the same padding here. It is not always a must, but you can still build it the way your own is. This side doesn't have padding at all. If you want your stuff to flow from the left or from the right this way, I don't want to put padding by the right. It's still okay if it's what you want. Otherwise, there should be a padding here and a padding here, as in a space or margin. You can call it margin because I'm using the word padding. You can use padding to form this. You can also use margin. Okay, so let me use margin. This margin is more appropriate here. I believe you understand that. So margin here supposed to be the same in most parts. If you look at this website, you see this margin and this. Do you see how it is? You see that? Okay, that is one. The another one is padding. This padding or margin, you can also call it margin, depends on what you use. You can use padding to form this and margin to form it as well. If you want to use a padding of this size, it means that other components will also have the same padding, the same size. If this is, let's say, 20 pixel, this one will also be 20 pixel. This one will also be 20 pixel. But you see that in your own case, this is bigger. Okay, this is bigger. As in between, all this padding in between supposed to be the same thing. You understand? All the padding in between. Maybe at the left, then this one and this one will also be the same. Then this bottom might also maintain just like it is now. I think it's okay. But I'm looking at this side. Maybe you want it to flow from the right. It's still okay. But if you want it to flow from the right, it means that, let's watch. You see this one? It's supposed to also flow from the right, just like others. Because it is not actually flowing from the it has a level of a padding, while others doesn't. So it doesn't maintain that consistency it's supposed to maintain. Okay, so that is for the padding. All right, so please, this thing I might not go through all the pages you built, but with my explanation here, you understand how to go about others. You understand? Then let's go back again. Then the next one is link all pages. This one I'm explaining here, this is the index, as in the home page of your application. Then you have to link other pages in your app here. Okay, and most of the pages should be linked to the home page for easy access. Like you linked this one properly, which is okay. Okay, but you didn't link others. Maybe you just built them independently for test. But anytime you want to send me a project, try to link them so it will be easy for me to access. Okay, so that's said. Then the next option here is form input should be styled. Yes, these are the form inputs. If you want this input, you didn't style them. You just added the inputs. Without any styling, any form of styling to it. You understand? So you have to style the input so it will look more professional. Let me show you what I mean. Let's go to this from this website now. Let's go to maybe sign up. So do you see that this were styled? They are not just looking like the one we just inserted. We inserted it and styled it. So you style it with CSS, so it will look a bit different from the default one. Okay, let's go to this online shop also. Let's click on maybe account. So let's see, because I want to kind of, so you see this one also styled. Okay, if you go to sign up, so the point I want to make is that you have to style your form. You don't just have to insert the form input like you did here without styling it. Okay, you need to style it, and the essence of styling it is it's for you to ensure that you also maintain your the what do you call it again, the color scheme. You see blue is showing here, but your color scheme is this. If you watch my own now, let me show you. If I click here now, do you see the color that appears at the edges? It's rhyme with the color scheme. If you access any professional websites, you're going to see that they seriously maintain the color scheme. The color scheme is very important. So like if you go here now, you see this also maintain the color scheme. Do you understand? So that is the point I'm trying to make. So you have to style the input to suit the color scheme. And this, it will help you when you are using a template. When you're looking at a template, like this template, now you see that this template has this color and this as the color scheme. Okay, yellow and almost black, pale black as a color scheme. You see that? You see the what I'm telling you about. So with this now, it will be easier for you to cope. With a template, you cope easily, and with the information I've dished out to you, I think you can cope. Then finally, simplify icons. When you add icon to your application, maybe let's go back to the home page. These are the icons. These icons are not really very simple. You added a white background here. Even though it's not bad, it's nice. I must commend you. You did well. But if I'm the one building this, I will make sure that this square background, white background, will not be here. If I want it to be here, I will give it a bit of a padding and curve the edges a bit. You understand? It's also wise. I will strongly advise you to start using icons. Maybe you've not gotten to where I talked about font awesome. Anyway, you are learning mobile application. You will get to, once you start building mobile apps, you see that you start using icons. Let me show you what I mean by using icons. Like if you go to my application, do you see how my own is? I used icons. Do you understand? And you see how simple it is. I still maintain the color scheme. Okay, so it looks more professional. You understand that? If you go to this one, you see some of these icons I use. See that they are all simple. You see all these all these icons. You see all these ones. You see. So you see that they are all simple, all simplified. No so much styling, but they look professional. See these ones. So once you start using icons to build your project will appear more professional, and you are going to appreciate it a lot. So that said it, I believe with these few explanation direction, I believe you will scale through. Yeah, but like I said before, the essence of introducing HTML and CSS to my mobile app students is to help them to have basic knowledge of all these HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, at a point they will start using React and React Native to build mobile applications. Okay, and because React Native actually makes use of styling that looks like CSS and structure that looks like HTML, the knowledge of HTML and CSS will help you. Do you understand? It will help you a whole lot, as in the basic knowledge of it will help you a whole lot. Okay, by the time you get to the React Native, you'll start building application. I wish you good luck. Thank you so much.